Well, this just in, we have brand new CNN polling this morning, and the numbers are rough for President Biden. They could spell trouble for Democrats and the president's hopes for re-election in 2024. Still early, but Biden's approval rating has sunk to 39%.
58% of Americans say that Joe Biden's policies have worsened economic conditions. That's a majority there. This is why you hear him talking about Bidenomics all the time and trying to get that number lower.
It makes you think, was it right for them to label it Bidenomics?
Right. He's got to convince Americans that he's actually improving the economy. You see a majority thinks he's worsened it. And look at these attributes. He doesn't have majority support on any of them. 45% say cares about people like you. A third of Americans say proud to have as a president. And down here, 28% of Americans only say he inspires confidence.
There is no way to spin this. CNN reads the country's mood right now and finds that America is deeply unhappy with Joe Biden.
The piece is entitled, President Biden Should Not Run Again in 2024.
I haven't gone anywhere in the country. I haven't talked to any group of people where this issue of whether President Biden should run again hasn't been a centerpiece of conversation. And I thought that it was time to raise that question. Is Joe Biden the person who can stop Donald Trump or somebody like Trump who gets the Republican nomination? That's what he's got. He's got to look in the mirror, search his soul, and make that decision. And I wanted to raise that question. I'd like him to think that through carefully because I have my concerns.
All right, so you just saw that intro, okay? CNN and MSNBC are starting to flip the script on old Joe Biden right now, okay? If you can see, they're really starting to say like, oh, he's old and, you know, the economy is not looking too good. You know, 58% of Americans say the economy is worse under him. But yet he goes around praising Bidenomics. But it's funny how the mainstream liberal media is really starting to push this narrative like he needs to get replaced. He's not fit to run another 4 years. So stay vigilant, stay open-minded, and really look at what is going on and what is being told to you on a daily basis, because it is highly important that you as a voter are going to vote for someone that you know is good to be president. All right. They love to say that Trump is horrible. Trump is mean. Trump is a fascist. Trump's going to ruin democracy. Yet the polls are showing that he's basically neck and neck, if not doing better than Biden, which means that the American people, I don't know, seem to not believe that he's going to be a fascist. He's going to destroy the America. He's going to lead us into World War III. And it's ironic that everything that they're saying he's going to do, Biden is already doing it, halfway near close to doing it. All right. We're in the middle of a conflict that I think that we should not be in, that could potentially lead us into World War III. I think it's a coincidence that we pull out of Afghanistan and then within almost the same year, we have to go to Ukraine. We have to defend their border. Yet we don't defend our own border. There is something going on that they don't want you to know. They like to pull on your emotions. They like to blind you with your feelings. That's why they pull out the transgender card, the race card, the abortion card. All of these things pull on your emotions and distract you from things like this. Distract you from the economy. Distract you from all the garbage that the Democrat administration have been doing. Okay? So Biden aides terrified at Trump's prospects as polls show tight potential race. Yeah, I mean, everyone knew this was coming. Everyone knew this was going to be a thing because people voted for Joe, because orange man bad. Biden's going to unite everybody. Biden's going to make everything better. And he has made everything worse. And people can see that. When their gas prices are up, when the food prices are up. Riots going around. Still. People are not stupid and people are waking up to the wokeness. All right. President Biden's aides are reportedly terrified of losing to former President Donald Trump in a potential rematch, as several polls show the two is in an essential tie. I don't even believe that polls are accurate. I think Trump is actually above him in a lot of them. He is, but I don't believe the polls 100%. Don't believe anything 100%. Always take things for a grain of salt. Always. You'd be better off that way. CNN reported on Thursday that polls showing no clear lead between the two candidates in a hypothetical rematch were leaving aides with existential stress as members of the media continue to question whether Biden should run for re-election at all. All right, now, all I'm saying is throughout this year and next year, the mainstream liberal media is going to really push this. All right, because they want the narrative out. They want to manipulate you guys into thinking all of a sudden Biden is just old. He's not doing good. It's funny how they haven't said that at all for the last 3 years. They're saying he was doing such a great job at the economy. He saved the American democracy. Okay. He's not going to lead us into World War III. No. We're defending another country to prevent it from happening. No. We can't even defend our own border yet. We're defending another country's border and sending billions of dollars to them. Knowing all it's going to do is escalate the situation. All right, because we, as America, are the military police. We're the global police. We need to be everywhere, okay? Yet, we're everywhere, but not in our country. We're not defending our country. Letting riots happen. Letting people just thousands, hundreds of thousands of people just cross the border. Illegally. Not legally, illegally. It's just really, really weird. Quote, the former president may seem like the easier Republican candidate to beat as a known quantity who is toxic to many voters, but they're terrified that if he is the nominee, any fumbles by the campaign or the president himself would enable the return of a candidate they see as a singular threat to American democracy. CNN report read. So they like to throw that term American democracy in there because, again, it attaches to your feelings and your emotions to America because we all love America. We don't want American democracy to be ruined, do we? No. So who's going to do that? One dude. One dude. One dude is going to single-handedly destroy the American democracy. One guy. Okay. Right. And they're also afraid that because Joe Biden is super old, all it takes is one mess up. One. All right. What they really don't want is for Trump to come back in and fire everyone. All right. What they really want is to return to the status quo of American corruption. Okay. Blind everybody. No one pays attention anymore. Politics is no longer a trendy topic. All right. And it's just second nature. That's what their problem is right now. Quote, I don't think Biden and Vice President Harris should run for re-election. Ignatius wrote, it's painful to say that given my admiration for much of what they have accomplished. But if he and Harris campaign together in 2024, I think Biden risks undoing his greatest achievement, which was stopping Donald Trump. Yeah, stopping Donald Trump, who was changing the status quo. Also, it's painful to say that given my admiration for much of what they have accomplished, they haven't accomplished crap. A lot of people don't even know Kamala Harris is the vice president. What has she done? A bunch of ad libs and a whole bunch of laughs. What has Joe done? The dude he can't walk. He can't talk. He can't do anything. He's literally just a skeleton, regurgitating anything that he's been being told to say. That's it. So if anything, yeah, I guess they have accomplished. They've accomplished what they were supposed to do, which was to stop Donald Trump. And now that their accomplishment is running out and they're not going to be able to stop him this time, they're pulling out all the stops, trying to get him off of ballots, trying to put him in jail. Nothing's working because apparently it's just making him more popular. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that? Biden aides are blaming the media, according to CNN, for validating concerns about his age and son Hunter Biden's alleged corruption. Yeah. Of course, they're going to be blaming the media. It's all the media's fault when they're speaking the truth. Some of them are. The outlet also reported the big name Democratic donors have yet to contribute to the Biden campaign. Quote, but to the expiration of several top Biden aides who spoke to CNN, some of the most notable names and biggest checkbooks remain missing, the outlet reported. The White House sent a letter to media organizations on Wednesday after House Speaker Kevin McCarthy announced a formal impeachment inquiry into the president. White House counsel spokesperson Ian Sams called on the media to ramp up their scrutiny of House Republicans. Yes, call their scrutiny out. Push a narrative, push an agenda, manipulate the viewer into believing that what the Republicans are doing is just a sham, it's a lie, no evidence, blah, blah, blah. You know, the whole routine. When clearly something's going on. Clearly. But if you keep thinking about it, you're a conspiracy theorist. All right? I just think it's funny. And this channel in particular is, I'm trying to make this channel all about trying to make people think more than what they're being told. All right, thinking past level 1, thinking in that level 2 category, being open-minded to listen to all people, whether you're on the left or you're on the right. Because at the end of the day, we are all the same. And there is a higher group of people in a class structure, the elites, the middle, and the poor. All right. But when the elites look down at us, they look at us as just lower than them. No matter what other class you're in, you're lower than the elites. That's what it really comes down to. Making sure that the elites maintain their positions of power while the lower class fight amongst each other, can't communicate amongst each other. We're too confused on whether or not boys can be girls and girls can be boys. And now every single time a white person gets involved with a conflict with a black person, it's racist. Yet hundreds and hundreds of black men and women die every year in cities. We never hear anything about them. Never. But the moment one white person did something, headline news. Why? To cause division, to cause hatred, to cause people to not be able to communicate with each other. To put all this fog in your brain. So that you're more focused on that than you are on the American democracy or the American corruption that the status quo is losing. Because when Donald Trump came in, he shed a light to all of this stuff. And they did not like that. They want wars to continue. It provides money. They want people in America to be brainwashed, to be lied to without even knowing it. You shouldn't care about politics. You should care about whether or not you're a girl or a boy. When it's 2023, we've been on this planet for how long? How long? And ever since COVID lockdowns happened, all of a sudden, a slew of Americans, a slew of the population are all of a sudden coming to the epiphany that they're trans. I just think it's crazy. I just think it's crazy. Look, so just stay vigilant, stay open-minded, okay? You don't have to like Trump. You don't have to like Biden. Just be open-minded to the possibility that you, again, are not being told everything that you need to know about the world, about politics, about anything. That no matter what, people are probably going to try to manipulate, gaslight, and lie to you on a daily basis. All right? But hey, thanks for coming on to The Mixed Mindset. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.